In this video, you will learn to set up server. You can get server for just $5 from any of popular cloud service provider. Vultr is one of them. You can also go to linode.com and the pricing of server is $5 for 1 GB RAM. And also here at Vultr you will find pricing of 1 GB RAM is $5. I would recommend you to go for server which has RAM at least of 1 GB or higher than that. In order to create a server, you need to create an account with Vultr or Linode, any one of them. At this time, I am going to stick with Vultr and I will show you how to set up your Vultr server. So let's get started. Once you log into Vultr and set up your billing account, you will have dashboard which looks like this. On the right hand side, click on this plus button which shows deploy new server. Now choose data center region that is closest to your targeted web visitors. Let's say my targeted visitors are in United States. So I can select Chicago. And in server type, you must choose Ubuntu 14.04 x64. After that, you have to select server size. As I mentioned, your server must have at least of 1 GB RAM. After that, you may want to enable IP version 6. And I would recommend you to enable auto backups, which will cost you $1 per month. After that, you need to add an SSH key. At present, I have 2 SSH key here. However, I would like to add a new SSH key for you. So click on Add New. On Windows, you will need a open source software called Putty. Go to download Putty and download Puttygen. If your computer is 64-bit, then you should click this link. Now click on Generate. Now this is your public key. You need to copy this public key to your server and save the private key to your computer. So let's copy this public key first. Add it here. Give some name to it. Now as you could see, SSH key has been added. Next we will go back to instances. We have to repeat the process once again. As I said, you must select Ubuntu 14.04 x64. Enable IP version 6. Enable auto backups, and at this time select SSH key Vultr 4. Your host name should be box dot your domain name, and after that click deploy now. Now server has been added successfully. It will take some time to install. In the meantime, I am going to say private key. You must understand that anyone with this private key will have access to your server unless you also have secured this private key with passphrase. So let's enter some passphrase. Then click on Save Private Key. Give it some name and save it. As you could see, our server has been deployed successfully and it is running. In next video, I will finalize installation of mail server. Welcome back. The virtual server I deployed in last lecture will run 24 hours waiting to send and receive emails. Now copy this IP address and head towards your domain registrar. In my case, domain registrar is GoDaddy. Sign in to your GoDaddy account. Click on Domains. Click Manage DNS. Scroll down and look for host names. Click Add and type here ns1.box and paste the IP address. After that, click Save. Again click Add. Type ns2.box and paste the same IP address. After that, click Save. Now next step is to update name servers. Let's go back to DNS management. Here click Change. Select Custom and type ns1.box.your domain name. In second, type ns2.box.your domain name. After that, click Save. It will take some time to migrate. In the meantime, we are going to log into our server. In order to log into your server on Windows, you need a software called PuTTY. Just Google for it. Click on the first link and click here. My operating system is 64-bit, so I am gonna select this. Open it. Paste the IP address here in this box. After that, click on this little plus icon here. Select AUTH authentication. Browse your private key. I saved my private key in last class. After that, click Open. Click Yes. From here you will type command directly on your server. By default, Vultr install Ubuntu with username root. So just type it and after that press enter. Now as you could remember that we entered passphrase for our private key. So let's type it. After that press enter. Now we are logged into our remote server. Now in order to install mail server on this Ubuntu server, open site mailinabox.email or you can Google for mail in a box. Scroll down and look for command starts with curl. Copy this command and paste it in PuTTY. In order to paste on PuTTY, just right click and after that press enter. This starts setting of mail server on Ubuntu server. Mail in a box will download software and configure Ubuntu server so that it becomes mail server. It will ask a few questions. First, email address. You can add email address but don't change domain name. At this time, my domain name is dheerajrahul.com. I can change me to anything. Let's say I want to change me to care. So my new email address, which have admin access to mail server, will be care@dheerajrahul.com. After that, press enter. It will then confirm server host name, and after that click OK. If it's wrong, then fix it. By wrong, I mean it is not box.yourdomainname.com. At this time, mail in a box updating system softwares before asking additional questions. Now it asks for your location to set server time zone. Select your location. In my case, it is Asia. And after that, select your city. In my case, it's Kolkata. Press enter to accept the time zone. I am speeding up this video. Mail in a box contains set of commands which pulls open source software and then configure it. Now it is asking for password for this mail account. Enter it twice. Copy this web address by just selecting it. Since I haven't set TLS certificate yet, this warning was expected. Click on Advanced and confirm exception and login to mail in a box. Use your email address and password created. Click sign in. Now mail in a box will perform system status check. Now we have successfully installed our mail server. See you in the next lecture. Welcome back. In this video, I will show you to fix this warning. Open PuTTY on your PC. Copy the IP address of your server. Paste it here. Browse private key. After that, open. Enter username root. Enter passphrase. Type here nano and copy this. This is actually location of SSH configuration file. After that, paste it here. Press enter. Now we are directly editing SSH configuration file. In this, you have to look for password authentication. As you could see, password authentication is commented. All you need to do is to press backspace here and change this value yes to no. After that, press Ctrl plus X. It is asking to save modified file. So just press the key Y and after that enter. Now next we have to restart this SSH service on our remote server. To do so, copy this command, paste it here and press enter. Now let's refresh this page. As you could see, red warning is gone. Next we are going to enable new version check. Just click on this link and it will enable new version check. Now we have successfully fixed all the red warnings and yellow warnings. As you could see, everything is green and our mail server is running normally. In next class, we will learn to send and receive emails. Thank you. Welcome back. In last class, we left this window open. Your work with server has been completed. All you had to do is to just run one command. After that, you can close it by clicking here. It may ask for confirmation, then you have to select yes. We are now going to do some optional steps. Scroll down on this system status checks page. DNS check adds enhanced security for DNS. Expand DNS check information and copy DNS check settings into your GoDaddy control panel. Let's first go to GoDaddy control panel. Click on DNS check. Click add. And the first thing is to key tag. Let's copy key tag from here. Paste it. Look for algorithm. Look for algorithm. It's a 7. Select 7 here. After that, digest type 2. Digest type 2 and the digest. Copy the digest. Paste it here and click update. In next class, we will install TLS certificate. Welcome back. TLS certificates ensure that connection between you and your server and between your mail server and other mail server are secure. Head over TLS certificate server of control panel. Click provision. Review the Let's Encrypt terms and conditions. Then click agree and try again. And wait for certificate to be ready. Now click finish. Now you have installed certificate. Web server may get confused. Click OK. And this time I will type https box.domainname/admin. Now enter your mail address and the password and sign in. Now you might see everything green. Now if you don't, like in my case, this one is red. This one is red. Just follow the next 2 lectures and you will able to make these 2 settings green. See you in the next lecture. In order to fix this red warning, reverse DNS. You have to go to your cloud service provider. In my case, Vultr. Click this little 3 dots and after that server details. Click on settings. Here you could see reverse DNS, edit record. Copy this reverse DNS and after that paste it here. Click update. Refresh this page. Now next thing is IP version 6. It should be box.yourdomain name. So let's go back to cloud hosting provider once again and select IP version 6. In this reverse DNS, paste the entry we copied earlier, and in IP address, copy this and paste it. Click add. Now go back to mail server control panel and refresh this page once again. Now you could see domain resolves to box IP address. Now next you have to fix this warning. We will learn to fix this warning in next class. Welcome back. Open your browser and go to box.yourdomainname/mail. Next, enter username here and the password. This is how your inbox looks like. Next, click on create a new message. Let's type the address where you want to send it. Subject. Now I have written a mail. Let's just send it. We have sent this mail successfully. Now as you could see, we have received the email. Now I will send a reply to this mail. Let's go back. Check for new messages. Okay, we have received reply. If you want to change some settings, you can change settings from here, and also you can set filtering rules, etc. In next class we will learn to create mail users. Thank you.